video on Tyler Collins TV. We made a previous video about this topic, but after learning some more information about certain things in regards to the title of this video, we decided to redo it. So she's going to explain each definition for each word.
Okay, so last time we created a video talking versus dating versus being in a relationship.
Sorry, my dog right here.
Versus being in, is he?
No, he's fine. You can.
Versus being in a relationship. Okay, so from a close person of mine, I have been enlightened regarding what is talking, because I feel like for years I have been no, I'm not gonna say bamboozled, just I didn't know. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna talk about is talking. You hear this all the time. Hey, I'm talking to this dude, or from guy's standpoint, oh, I'm talking to this girl. So what is talking? So this is a definition. It's gonna be, pretty loose. So talking is when you're basically, maybe you see someone you like, and you exchange numbers, and then what you're basically doing is getting to know each other, right? And talking is not exclusive. You can talk to as many people as you want to. If you got 5 numbers, 4 numbers, 8 numbers, hey, talk. I don't know why would you want to talk to 8 people, but hey, you have people in your rotation. But you just talking to them, you getting to know them. There's no rules, not exclusive. It's just like, you learn about them, and you can, meet up and have sex or whatever. But then that can turn into dating, but we don't know. Talking, like I said, not exclusive. You can talk to as many people you want. You're not obligated to continue talking to them if you're not interested in them. So if you're not interested in the person, you can just stop talking to them. And it doesn't have to be a conversation where it's like, hey, I'm not interested anymore. So
I mean, you can just go ghost.
You can go ghost. Yeah. You can go ghost if you want, or you can actually say, I'm not interested in you, and you can be ruthless. Anyway, or the next phase is not phase, but the next term is dating. Dating. You want to explain what dating is?
Yeah, I'm still a bit confused, but
okay.
Let me just okay, so dating is exclusivity. Like you're talking, but you're going out on dates. Wait, so you're dating, but you're just dating that one person for now, right?
No. Okay.
I'm like,
well, okay.
I know talking stages and I know relationship, but I get confused when it comes to dating.
Okay. Well, I think. Okay, so I think dating is basically, it's similar to talking, but you actually going on dates. Y'all going out with each other. You can still date multiple people. You can still talk to multiple people. So again, the difference between talking to someone and dating someone is that one of them you go on dates. So dating, you're actually going on dates with the people, but you're still getting to know them. This is not exclusive. Both of them is not exclusive. You can date as many people you know.
But it's that same thing as talking then.
No, the difference is the dates. Like, you actually go on dates. When you're talking to someone, you're just talking on the phone, you're texting. It's not anything like, yeah, you can meet up to like have sex or have a cup of coffee. Well, if you meet up and have a cup of coffee, I feel like that's when it goes into like dating phase. Because you're actually like meeting each other in person. But when you're just talking, it's not like you have a regular conversation, but of course it's with someone you like, right? And yeah, that's the difference between talking and dating, is that in dating you actually go out on dates. Okay?
Because like when some people say, I'm talking to this nigga, I actually like him.
It means you're talking, like, that's it. You're talking to him at all. But if you say, we went out to dinner or whatever, that means that you guys are, it's like it's going to dating territory.
So how many dates does it take for you to be in a relationship? Because I know you know who you are. My one friend, she went out with this guy every day, like 7 days a week for 2 months, and then that's when they became serious. Got into a relationship. But isn't it?
So when does it go into like relationship?
How many dates? Because from my experience, I went on this one. But so we were in talking stages, and then we went on like 5 dates. and he and I decided that there was no spark.
Okay.
So we just parted ways. We weren't intimate at all.
Okay.
We didn't have sex. We didn't hold hands.
So what you guys were dating?
Yeah, we were dating, and then we just parted ways because there was
and that's what can happen in talking and dating.
Yeah.
It's not exclusive. If there is no spark. If you don't like him in that way, you can just like have that conversation.
Oh, but he told me he didn't go ghost.
Yeah, that's
yes, I give him respect for that because he talked to me and I understood. I mean, I was a little,
taken back.
Yeah, but then I looked back. I was like, there wasn't any spark between us, so we just parted ways. But at least we talked about it because other people, they just go ghost.
Okay, so like I said, the difference between talking and dating is that with dating, you actually go out with the person and you go on dates. That's the difference. Talking is just you're just talking to each other. You can just be over the phone. You can be texting. That's it. Okay, so your earlier question is like, when does dating become a relationship? Yeah. I feel like it has to be a conversation. Like,
but if there's a conversation,
yeah, like it has to be a conversation as far as like.
Well, how would the conversation go? You can't say, "Hey, so what exactly are we?"
If you bring that up, then you guys,
you guys are nothing.
You're nothing. I'm not even gonna like try to belittle you, but if you bring it up like, what are we? It just means that. And he says, we're just trying to vibe. I'm triggered. He said we're just trying to vibe, or like
wait, or it's like, let's just see how the flow goes, or let's just go with the flow, or
just see how it goes.
It's just like so many excuses.
Type of words. Yeah, it's like basically he just want to stay in this type of talking and dating thing. He doesn't want anything exclusive. And this also can be code for he's talking or dating someone, other people. And I think that's something that you should know.
You just get an intuition feeling.
You should know that in talking and dating, they can talk and date someone else. It's not like, oh, he's only going to be with you. No. He's probably going to be talking to dating other people. And even if you ask and say, oh, are you only talking to me or dating me? He can still lie to you and say that.
Because people don't tell the truth.
And say, it's only you, boo. No, he's lying to you. Because, one, he's lying to you because, if he says he's talking to other people, he knows that you're going to be done with. And he don't want to let you go because he keeping you in the rotation.
And that's just so fucked up. I'm sorry, that's fucked up. So he's basically stringing you along.
Just in case he want to be in a relationship
he want to be in a relationship with you, but he's still interested in other girls. It could be 7 girls he's interested in, but he's just stringing you along because he don't want you to go.
Yeah, and something else that really confuses a lot of women and girls is if he do relationship type stuff in dating and talking. For instance, if he holds your hands, if he
rubs your knee,
like it's just a certain stuff that people do when they're in a relationship, and it just screams they're in a relationship. But if you do that, you're talking and dating, it's just like.
Or like putting your arm around. He puts his arm around you, holding hands, kissing. If this is just talking, I don't want to be intimate at all. Let's just be like the other guy the guy that we both decided like there wasn't any spark. We weren't intimate at all, and I respect him for that. But guys that like bring little bits of relationship into the talking and dating stages, it's kind of fucked up.
Yep, and I feel like that conversation has to be, and I feel like I don't even want to be like, oh, he has to say it, but it has to be
talked about.
It has to be talked about that, okay, we're in a relationship. You have to say that we're in a relationship. You have to say that he has to say, oh, you're my girlfriend or something like that. It has to be that so it can just be mutual.
But some guys can trick you too with that too, saying, oh, you're my girlfriend, but you're really not their girlfriend.
Yeah, they can just be doing that again to string you along. I think when it comes to that, you have to trust your gut and your intuition because, these guys are really lying.
They be lying. They be out in these streets
lying. Know this from personal experience.
Yes.
So you just have to know. Trust your gut. If your gut is telling you that he's lying, and even like if you talking to him or dating him and he's already lying, imagine if you're actually in a relationship with him. He's gonna be the type of person to be lying to you into your face, cheating on you.
The other thing as well, when they say, "Oh, let's just go with the flow," if they mention their job.
She's been triggered.
If they mention, okay, I understand people could be really busy. Like I had 5 classes last semester. I had 2 internships, and I was working with my other job. Imagine having 10-page papers for each class in those 5 classes. So, and I was going to the gym. So, I can understand when a person say, "Oh, I'm really busy with work." Okay, I get it. But when you use it as an excuse over and over again, nigga, you lying, you lying, and then they get mad when you confront them about it. They
Who
be
you
like,
talking to, girl?
they be getting mad, like mad as fuck when you confront them about it, saying like you assume too much. Or what's another one they say? Not it's assume and you have trust issues. Like, nah, I'm stupid and my intuition telling me you butt ass lying.
Mm.
So like the word vibing, let's go with the flow, or just having too many excuses just to
Like all these complex, I guess,
yeah.
idioms to be like, just to say that you just want to stay just talking and dating. If that's all he wants to do, he should just say it. So that way she can decide whether or not she wants to move on or continue this with you. And I feel like if he's indecisive, like if he's talking to other girls
I need
or
to
dating
know.
other people, but from my standpoint, if he's talking to them, I feel like he doesn't really want to be in a relationship with me because
Yeah.
he want to keep other people in rotation.
But
He's
some
trying to be
guys
decisive.
date multiple girls just to see who they can choose to be in a relationship with.
I don't. Yeah, they do.
That's-
Like again, they wouldn't tell you. They don't tell you
They
if they're
don't tell you.
dating or talking.
But
to
I
other
respect the
people.
guy so much if he just told the truth.
And he will also do things like he will keep his phone to the side and show
Oh,
you all the
yeah.
attention while in the date. But as soon as you leave the door, oh, bye, babe. Whoa, he's that's what you want. You know,
Yeah.
saying
Oh.
good night to certain people.
Well,
Being like,
you know how like also when guys be saying I don't use my phone. I hate using phones. I don't pay attention to technology. Like, no, that's me. That's not me. But they be lying. They be on their phones. Their phones be like
always
buzzing up.
in him.
Yeah. Niggas be lying.
Okay, so moving into the last stage, which is relationship.
Okay.
Woo.
Yay.
This is where I guess you're a couple, but it can still be that issue of him probably talking to other girls because he doesn't want to let that old thing. He doesn't want to let anyone
do you
go.
think people should let their side pieces go? They dips. Ooh, that's a throwback. Dips. That's a Chicago thing for side pieces. So dips. Do you think they should like just delete them all off their phone? Because like, what if something happened rough in the relationship and then you break up and then?
Oh no.
No. Because I know some guys that do that. That keeps like these dips on the side phone numbers, and like it's like, why would you do that? That means like you think negatively of the
relationship.
Yeah.
Man, I feel like if he has that, I'm just like, I don't know. For me, I wouldn't.
I delete my dips.
I wouldn't have anyone on the side. Like if the relationship doesn't work out, I wouldn't want to have anyone on the side who I know that. I mean, I feel like it's the reason why they're on the side. It's because there's probably parts of them that's like, oh, they're relationship material, but other parts I'm like, I don't want to be with you. And if he's still there, like if he's still on the side, I'm just like, I don't know. It's something about that I don't like. So no, I feel like if you're in a relationship and you decide to be in a relationship, don't have someone on the side just in case, oh, you guys get into a harsh argument, because that's how cheating happens, because it always will be a side chick out there waiting for you to fail, waiting for you to waiting for your girl to mess up so she can be like, I got you. You know what, just come here, just kind of lay on my shoulder.
Could that be like Tasha?
Oh yeah. You watched Insecure, but I feel like she
wasn't really a dip.
No, because like she didn't know at first. She didn't know that Lawrence was in a relationship. She was just like, flirting with him hardcore. And then as soon as she's like, inviting him, oh, you want to go something for some jalapeno poppers? He let that know, like, Tasha, I have a girlfriend. She was like, oh, okay. But then as soon as that relationship over, I don't know if they had a conversation before.
No, they didn't.
She could have been like, so are you still in a relationship or whatever?
Yeah.
But even then, I don't know. She should have known that, like, someone straight out of a 5-year relationship, nah, man.
Those are some questions y'all should ask too. When you start dating, I don't care how early it is, from my experience, you should ask the person, when was your last relationship? What was the cause of the breakup? How long you guys were together? Yes, because, no, because, damn, I don't want to bring that up. I'm not going to bring that up. No.
Okay.
No, because I was going to bring
about relationship, and then we're going to go into that, go
Yeah.
back into talking and kind of like what you should discuss a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
So yeah, relationship, it just okay. So talking and dating is not exclusive. For relationship, ideally, it's exclusive. I'm talking about a monogamous relationship. It's just you and him. That's it. It shouldn't be any side chicks, whatever. But I feel like you only be in a relationship with someone you trust, right? I feel
Yeah.
like if you don't trust him and you start to feel like he's cheating on you, chances are you're right. And don't be thinking like having people around you saying, "Oh, you're crazy," you're.
Yeah.
It's just
I hate
like
when guys mention it.
no. It's just like you trust your gut. I feel
Your
like your gut is always right.
your
'Cause if you
intuition never lies. Go ahead.
exactly, because it's just you don't want to go into that, and it's just like, and if you do have trust issues from a previous relationship, he should understand that, and
Yeah.
he shouldn't be like, well, you put you, and that's nothing they say. Oh, you putting your past,
Oh, throwing it in your
yeah,
face.
past dramas that I'm not the same guy. But okay, yeah, say all the nice things, whatever. But it's just kind of like if you truly have trust issues because the person before you have truly did you wrong, like don't feel bad for having those issues and not I wouldn't even it's not paranoia, it's really just you trusting your gut and knowing that okay.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to be in a relationship with someone you don't trust. I know, especially if you want to settle, if you want to look for love, like no, just be in a relationship with someone you trust.
And sometimes you have to play the game. It's
Okay.
a game.
This pettiness.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Everything. I feel like dating and talking now is just a game.
Okay. So let's go back to that. Because I think so, and I think this is for the guys too. And I know y'all want to think that uh, girls don't talk to other people, but we can do it too. So I think you need to know that like some girls will talk to multiple guys. We have that same privilege. It's not just like yeah, we have our way of making you feel like you're the only one, but if we feel like you're not the one, then we will date other people. We will talk to other people. So
especially if we get an intuition that you a fuck boy, best believe we have another guy.
That in another video,
Yeah, best believe we have another, guy.
Another person. So,
another number.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another person. So I just feel like talking and dating, both of them is not exclusive. You can do that with other people. Don't feel like girls. I feel like yeah, you can play the game if you want. If you feel like he's not doing you wrong, you can, or doing you right, then you can talk to other people too. Don't feel like you have to just stay with this one person. You can just be like,
Would it be?
it's not gonna work.
I was gonna call it the American game.
What?
The American
That's
game
what
of
you wanna call
dating.
it?
Yes, because I have friends from overseas and they hate American dating. They hate it.
But what do they hate about it?
They said it's too complicated because they feel like we're playing games. Like they just say, one guy was saying like, my friend Steve was saying, why can't it just be like I like a girl, she likes me, we want to go out, and it's just she and I together, not just multiple people.
Yeah.
And why does she have to lie, and why do I have to lie just to show that I'm interested in her?
Yeah. I mean, personally, I feel like you should date or talk to one person at a time, but it's just like, I don't know. I guess in some instances you just can't do that, especially if you don't know if that person is right. If you don't know if that person is right, then I don't know. I would just rather just end it because if that is, you have to the spark, the look. It just has to be something because you don't want to waste his time, and I'm not gonna say waste my time because I don't want, you don't want to take it as a waste of time. Just take it as a lesson learned.
And sometimes when you're dating, I advise this to all the ladies and fellas out there. Okay.
Are we going to go into the ask questions?
Yeah. So don't have sex when you're dating because it confuses you. It confuses the whole dynamic of the game of dating. Because once you put sex into the equation, your emotions are like confused and mixed up, and you don't know if he's telling the truth or you don't know if she's telling the truth. You don't know if she's being sincere or he's being sincere or he's being truthful and he really wants to be in a relationship. Because once intimacy comes in, it's a wrap.
Yeah, but I feel like, I mean, people want to believe that happens, that, okay, oh, maybe this one night stand turned into something, or this talking leads into a relationship. But I feel like maybe in that instance, you really do have to trust your gut and trust that, okay, after you have sex, this wouldn't change our dynamic. Especially if the magic or the connection, the bond that you have is real, then sex wouldn't change everything. It would just be like, you know what, that's how we chose to connect, and this only make us stronger. It's, sometimes it's rare and sometimes it happens. So we're not saying like it never happens that, okay, talking can't immediately lead to a relationship or dating can immediately lead to a relationship. It's just like, sometimes you just have to trust your gut.
Right.
But going back to talking and dating. So I know we read this article about like questions that you should ask early on when talking and dating.
Yeah.
I disagree with saying that in the first, like,
Maybe a second
talking,
date.
like, I don't know if you're, talking on the phone a long time or texting. I don't know if those are the type of
Well,
questions.
don't do
but
it like an interview.
yeah, because no one likes to be interrogated.
Yeah, just like ease it in, but give little hints, but don't do it like an interview.
So which question would you ask? I have my phone.
I wish we had the article.
Yeah, but I'm trying to see which question. I know.
One question is, when was your last relationship? I would ask that.
So, you know why you guys just talk getting to know each other?
Yeah, just get to know, like, yeah. And, like, I asked that question, and this one guy said it was about.
Do you think that question just comes out? Like, not a question, but
Not like just pops out, but I just see in their actions just to see if they're telling the truth. So one person would say, "Oh, I haven't been in a relationship in like a year and a half," and I'm like, "Oh, really? So what happened?"
Okay, you good. She's good.
I was like, "So what happened?" And then they were like, "Oh, she cheated on me," or "She's crazy." When a guy says she's crazy, that's a damn lie. They're lying. They're the ones that's crazy. And then it's like when you tell the guy that you really don't think that she was crazy, they get really offended, like you would stick up for their ex. So like one question I would start off is with when was their last relationship? Now when they tell me like a year and a half or 3 or 4 years or 5 years, I'm like, oh, okay, that's a good sign. But then
wait, okay, because my thing is, even if you said, well, I think when you ask the guy when was his last relationship, you're talking about a serious relationship.
Yeah, serious relationship.
It can be a lot of things that can happen after that serious relationship. Like they can be talking to other people, they can be dating, one night stand.
But here he goes. Then I like if when we get to know each other even more, I'd be like, okay, so why are you single?
Oh, okay.
And let me give you a story, okay?
Story time.
Okay, story time. Okay, so I was dating this guy, this gingerhead, right? He was short. You remember the story. He's like 5'6". I'm 5'7". But I was like, he cute. I'll give shortness a try. So, okay, so we went on a date. And it was pretty good. And then we went on a second date. But he wasn't answering his phone. So I traveled from my school to the city, which is about like an hour and a half. And then he messaged me like 3 hours later, and it's 10 o'clock. And then he was like, oh, I was at the gym, and then I took a nap, and my phone was dead. That's a red flag right there. Okay, second time. Second thing. He will only call or message me at 6 in the morning. Right? And then we would talk throughout the whole day, but it's like once 6 p.m. hit, communication was cut.
So it's kind of probably like someone's home and just.
Yeah, and I was like, I would ask Missy, I was like, so something ain't right. My gut's saying something ain't right, and I was like, maybe I'm being paranoid. So I was like, let me just forget about the situation. So like we would talk 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And then finally, after a few days, we go to his house, right? And then, like, we're watching movies, we're chilling. And then, I told him I'm just going to go to the bathroom. He showed me where the bathroom is. Okay, it's okay. So, this one door is sealed shut. I was like, okay. And then, wait, before then, I walk in his house, right? It took him a while to open the door. Like, you heard like scuffing sounds, like maybe
someone trying to clean something up.
Yeah. So like when I go in, I see a sewing machine. I was like, what? I was like, well, okay, guys can sew, but let's just be real, no. And then I saw a girly pink and black scarf. I was like, And then the living room was very organized, and it had a lot of decorations. It had a color theme. It had patterns. And then I was like, oh, okay. He's like, my roommate's girlfriend basically lives with us. And I was like, okay. And then I was like, I'm going to the bathroom. And then I saw a bedroom that was sealed shut completely. And like my intuition was telling me to open the door. But, I didn't want to be nosy and be rude because it's not my place. So I go in his bathroom, right? This is the investigation happens, okay? I opened the curtain. I opened the curtain, and I saw Johnson and Johnson baby products. I saw a shower cap. Do white girls use shower caps? I don't know if white girls use shower caps. I don't know if white girls use shower caps. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that. My one friend Jessica don't use shower caps. She gonna watch this anyway. Hey, boo. And then it had a loofah. It had a towel, and I know some white people that don't use towels. I know some white people don't use towels. Like, I know a couple that don't use towels. So I'm just like, I'm putting two and two together, and it's just a whole bunch of women products, and I'm just trying to like figure out. Oh, and it also had Shea Moisture. I should have known. But
I'm done.
No, but like I know some white people that use Shea Moisture now, so I'm like, that's a one side of. I'm not supporting Shea Moisture. Anyway, so I saw Shea Moisture, I saw Johnson and Johnson, I saw a loofah, I saw a shower cap, I saw some towels, right? And I'm like, where's his stuff at? So I'm looking, his stuff is under the cabinets, like he was hiding it. So it was like his shaver, his shaving cream, blah blah blah. But it was also a color theme in the bathroom. So okay, I'm like, okay, I'm done investigating. So I go out to the kitchen and it says best daddy in the world drawing on the refrigerator. And I was like, you got a kid? He's like, no, that's my roommate's daughter. She comes on the weekends. She's 4 years old, but she only comes on the weekends.
What time did you go to his home during the week?
I only went one time because after that was a
Was
wrap.
it during the week?
Yeah, it was during the week. It was during the week. It was on a Wednesday. Oh, that was bad. Yeah, it was in the morning.
In the morning.
Yeah.
This seems like. Can I?
Yeah.
Some,
yeah.
It seems like okay. You pick a Wednesday, a day.
That was my day off.
People work
from class. Yeah.
People work during this day. It's in morning.
Yeah. Like morning, and then
this mom kind of like okay. Let me have this person over before someone else gets.
Oh, here it is. Here, I'm about to get to that. Okay, so like we're watching a movie, we're talking, we're having a conversation, and all that. Okay, and then once we like cuddle up, I'm back in my mind. I said some shit ain't right, and my intuition was like burning, and he was like, "Well, it's 5 p.m." I was like, "Okay, and what's that supposed to mean?" He's like, "Oh, my roommate's gonna be coming." I was like, "You have a roommate, okay, and
yeah,
you both pay bills."
And so, because your roommate coming means that your guests have to do
right. And then he's like, "No, I have to go to the gym, but you know." And then he was like, he was fixing himself. He was like this, and he was hurrying and getting stuff together. And I saw little kid treats in the cabinet when he opened it. I was like, "It's a wrap." So like, I'm like, after I leave, I'm doing some investigation on Facebook, Instagram. It's basically a bachelor profile. Like, I don't see anything with him being married or anything dealing with kids. But in my gut, something ain't right. We only talk between 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Okay? There's kids shits in the house. The house has decorations. There's color themes and patterns. You acted really odd when it's time. I mean, when 5 p.m. hit. Oh, and this is okay. So like after that, he said we're gonna go to breakfast. So I lived really close to him. So I came over to his place so he can get ready and we can leave. Tell me why he never answered the door. And it's 9 a.m. He never answered the door.
This means maybe I don't know. Maybe
his girlfriend was probably there. Period. Anyway, long story short,
that ended right.
Yeah, I ended it because then he got like, yeah. Then he's like, and I know body language. I can read body language, and then I confronted him about it. Well, over the phone I confronted him, and I told him I was like, you're acting too suspicious. I was like, you probably have a kid, probably have a girlfriend because you acted really weird when it was time for me to leave for your roommate. That's probably downstairs dog. If you guys hear that. And then he's like, well, you can keep reading that body language. He's like, you assume too much. And then guys be trying to do that when you confront them about it. Yeah, try to twist or make you feel guilty. No, I'm not feeling guilty about anything, nigga. Because you were cheating on your girlfriend and you had girls up in your house while she was probably at work. And you playing games and lying. He's a ginger. I remember his name. I wish I could put his name on here, but oh well.
But I just feel like, yeah, nowadays, I don't know, I guess you guys already know. It's just like you really have to trust your gut, and because people lie and do anything, and they're just like they can just be in a relationship. They feel like, okay, I see someone better. They're always looking out for someone else,
Yeah.
like someone better, rather than just being happy with who they're with. They're just like, I see someone I like. Let me just go at this person. And just like I feel like once you cheat, it just there's no turning back from that. It's just
But some people said, I remember when I was watching Jay-Z and Beyonce, and there was a meme going around saying, like, to make a relationship last is forgiveness. So I'm like, you should forgive somebody for cheating on you? And even on Insecure, on a recent episode, Molly's parents been together for years. I read it.
Oh.
Molly's parents were together for years, and her daddy cheated on his wife.
Like early in their relationship.
But how
or in their marriage.
Yeah, but
he had, I don't know if he cheated. What do they call it? In the marriage, they call it like, I don't know. No, I'm not married, so I'm not gonna. I don't know if it's like having an affair. No, having an affair if it's long lasting. Make sure it's long lasting. So yeah, he probably just cheated on her one time. I don't know.
Yeah.
But she obviously saved him and they've been married for 35 years.
But I know a lot of people that cheat in their marriages and they forgive them and their marriage lasts. Sometimes it depends on the person or who you're with. And I was like, I don't know if I could forgive somebody cheating.
Maybe it took, I don't know, for like the person who's being cheated on, it probably takes them a long time to forgive.
Yeah.
And to trust that person. And that person was willing to wait. I think if he started being like, yo, why you still don't trust me? I said I'm sorry. That, I don't know, that would make me more resistant to trust you, because it's like you're not understanding how that made me feel when you did that. So it's like, okay, if you decide to cheat and I forgive you, not forgive you, but I decide to stay, and I'm like, probably I'm saying because I, still love you, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, you should not rush that forgiveness process.
It takes time.
It takes time. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I forgive you. I'm probably not even tell you I forgive you. Like, it will probably take me a while, and then you just know from my actions and how we back to how we used to be that,
Right.
But, yeah, I just feel like I'm not even gonna say relationships are hard, but it's just you really have to trust your gut, because
I feel like to build a good, solid relationship, there has to be communication. There has to be effort put into it. 100%, not 50, 100, 80, 20. It has to be 100 and 100 for a relationship to last. What else?
I feel like, communication is good for a healthy relationship. Definitely trust. Let's see, like a connection.
Yeah, chemistry.
And we talking about like physical and mental attraction, because like, a person, I think in a relationship you can change, like the guy, maybe his body change or whatever, or maybe his personality, his attitude, that can change. So I just feel like, but if the change doesn't align with who you are, then of course you're gonna have to, like, in a relationship. But sometimes people like still stay through that change.
And also, I don't know if it's our generation today, but I feel like people are just getting into a relationship just to get into a relationship and not getting into a relationship possibly being together for years. Yeah, long term. It's like they just want to get in a relationship and they're done. Like, no, when I'm in a relationship with you, I expect us to be together for a long time.
And if you just want to discover something, of course, just stay in the talking and dating where there is nothing exclusive. And you should let that person know. I feel like that's something that even girls should do. Like, if you know already that you want to be in a relationship with him, even if you're dating or talking, I feel like you have to say something. I know that's kind of like, oh, we should wait for him to say it, because, if he never knows, then it's just kind of like, I don't know. I feel like at some point you probably have to tell him.
But how would you tell him?
That's scary too, because you don't know what if he's gonna be like, I'm just still just like want to hang out or something like that. But let's see, how would I tell him? And then you also have to read his language, like, to make sure that he wants.
But he can say it just to say it.
Just to keep you around.
Yeah, but not mean it.
But you have to be like optimistic, like.
I don't know,
I
girl.
don't know. I just feel.
This dating world ruined my views.
I just feel like I'm still optimistic about.
No.
I'm still optimistic. It's not like I'm,
After
in
dating,
like fairy tales and stuff like that.
I was in the fairy tale land because of Disney,
Okay.
But after dating for 3 years, because I didn't date in high school at all. Like, I was in a book, so I started dating when I was 21. Then for 3 years, then yeah, after dating for that amount of time, niggas be lying.
I don't know. That's the thing. I'm still optimistic. I don't want to be naive because I feel like I'm beginning to trust my gut and
I think you're getting good. You're getting good.
It's starting to pay off.
You're like, she can end something immediately.
Yeah.
With me, I'm like, should I just?
No, I feel like but I feel like you need evidence. Need evidence too.
I need evidence.
Like, you need evidence plus more evidence. Like, you like, one evidence is not enough. You like, no.
I need a whole PowerPoint.
You need everything. You need, like, so when you present this to him, there's bullet points of things that he's doing.
I will present you a presentation on Prezi and PowerPoint to show you why I'm gonna end it.
For me, all I need is just one clear evidence that you've been doing, me doing wrong, give you a surprise attack, but let you know that this is what you're doing wrong, and then just simply end it. Like, if you're not willing to be in this, then I'm not in this either. It's okay. But yeah, so that's what we talked about. But like,
wait, you were supposed to answer like one of the questions, like when you're in talking stages.
Which question I would ask?
Yeah.
Let's see. I think one of them. I'm trying to see which one I ask. I'm trying to see if I asked it, because are you in a relationship? Are you seeing someone? I feel like those. What is it? Open-ended or closed-ended? Those closed-ended questions, like, are you in a relationship? I feel like him saying his answer immediately, he can just lie immediately.
Okay, like if I see a guy and I'm like, ooh, he look good. I was like, let me see if he's single. So I'll go up to him. I was like, hey, make a little conversation with him. And then I'm like, oh, are you single? And then he'll probably say, yes, I'm single. So I'll just, like, we exchange numbers. But
I feel like there are certain actions
to prove that he's not single.
Yeah. And sometimes I feel like if he's there's probably some, like, if shallow. I feel like if he's too fine.
Oh yeah, if he's too fine,
he's dating. Talking. I'm not saying like
he's
all
only
guys.
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying that, but I just feel like if he's like really, really handsome, I just feel like he's probably talking, dating, maybe
being a fuck boy.
Yeah, maybe in a serious relationship. This is not generalization, but that's just how I see that. But I'm trying to see which question I would ask first. I think that I would start asking the "Are you in a relationship?" thing question. But I would probably like remix that question, because I think in the past I have not been like straight. I just assumed that that's the thing. I think that was my issue. I think I just assumed that if they're talking to me and they're interested in me, it's because they're single.
Right.
Versus like they just talk to me because, oh yeah, cute, whatever, but they just like me to pursue some more, and they can do that, but they also still in a relationship. So I think that's one of the questions I would start asking in my own ways. Are you in a relationship? Because that way I would know immediately. And then if you say that, I would still like look for ways to make sure you're proving that way. Like, you're proving
your actions.
Yeah, that you're still that you're not in a relationship. Because you can say it, have a situation in the past. You can say it, but you do things. Yeah. You say things to prove that you're probably talking to someone else, dating someone else, maybe in a relationship with someone else. Right. And so, yeah, I feel like that's my personal life. I would start asking that question, like, are you in a relationship, or are you seeing someone, type thing. Because if you ask that question early, and just asking that question, he can just tell you yes or no, but his actions have to align with that. Because if he's saying no, he's not in a relationship with you, but he's doing something completely different, you should sense that that's when, like, my gut is tingling, my intuition is tingling. It's like, something not right. And this is not me trying to find a fault in something. So I think that's what you also need to, like, people need to know from this video. It's not like we're just downplaying relationships. We're saying like talking, dating, and being in a relationship. It doesn't have to be fun. It can be really fun if you know the rules and you're trying to like learn something, discover something. But it's just like, yeah. So that's one of the questions I would ask. But yeah, talking, dating, it can be really fun.
You wouldn't ask,
but
like,
if you catch feelings, you're a goner. And you catch feelings. No, I'm saying if you catch feelings and the other person is not catching those feelings too, and you guys are not connecting,
you can tell when a person doesn't have the same feelings as
it's
you.
just like,
If you put 100 into getting to know this person and they're just being half-assed, they're not interested.
Like, and if that's all you want to do, if that's all you want to do is just have sex with the person, I feel like you should let your actions show that, like, you know what, this is just a sexual encounter. I'm just gonna do this one time. That's it. And then move on. But if you start being all like giddy and doing this,
and then like being like giving relationship,
but yeah,
like showing relationship, what's it called? Showing like you're in a relationship,
like that not signal. What do you call it? Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Signs, something like that. Like doing stuff that people do in a relationship, but you're only fucking them, or you're only like talking to them. That's a fucked up situation.
Yeah, and then especially if you like the person, you're gonna read that like, oh my gosh, she's doing this because he really like me. You're just gonna read that completely wrong.
Yeah, you're gonna be hurt.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't ask the person like how long they been in a relationship.
You smell like asking about their relationship.
Yeah, like because like Lawrence, he was in a relationship with Issa for years, but he was only rebounding with Tasha. But Tasha thought it was some like.
Oh, you saying like
she didn't know like how long they were in a relationship and what was the cause of the relationship breakup.
Oh, okay. So okay. I don't know. I would still ask the question like, are you in a relationship early? Like those questions, but I get why you would ask. Excuse me. Your question. You're asking those questions because
should I even put myself?
Because like, what if he's fresh out of a relationship?
Ooh.
That means he's rebounding.
Yeah.
And this is another way to tell if he doesn't actually say, you know, when his last relationship, if when he talks about his ex, he gets really emotional.
Or he say that she's crazy.
Yeah, because I'm like, if he says that she's crazy, if he gets real emotional, that shows, okay, this happened recently and you're still in your feelings. And
it's time to let loose.
Yeah, that's, I feel like, don't be that rebound. I feel like if it's too close from a previous relationship, I don't know, maybe he just like, oh, this is how a bad thing look like, and this is how a good thing look like. But I think a relationship after a long-term relationship is just, I don't know. I feel like your heart needs time to heal, and you really need some time to yourself. I think that's another thing. If you're out of a relationship, if you're out of a relationship and it don't matter if like you've been broken up with or someone broke up, I feel like I'm saying the same thing. If you is the breakup person, like you broke up with someone or someone broke up with you, you just need some time. I feel like I would give myself some time.
If I was in a 5-year relationship like Issa and Lawrence, like I would definitely need time.
That's 5 years of memory with that person, and you can't possibly just be like, you know what? But some people are relationship people. Like they always in a relationship.
Libras.
Always in a relationship. That's, I don't know. That's a little different thing.
It's a little shade.
Oh, me? That was not purposeful, but I'm just saying.
They say Libras always love to be in relationships.
You know, I'm always telling you. I feel like you really need to. I'm always telling her, like, you know what? Maybe you just give yourself a dating hiatus.
She sound like my mommy.
A hiatus and just like take a break.
I take like some time off
and after then just like you know, give yourself some me time, some self love, all that good stuff, and then you know go back in. Yeah. But that's I don't know. Is there anything else you wanna discuss about talking? So like I said, talking and dating is not exclusive. Wait, hold on. I have a question. So I feel like in talking and dating, is there such thing as cheating? There is no cheating because it's not exclusive.
Oh, that's a good question.
Because talking and dating is not exclusive.
But what if y'all going on dates like every single day?
You're dating. It's not exclusive.
So
but I feel like but the thing is, if he does talk to someone else, then it just clearly shows to me that not talking to someone. If I see you talking to someone else or dating someone else and you're really all lovey dovey, this shows me that you're not interested in me and we should just end it. That's how I see it. I feel like
So there's no cheating in dating and talking to someone, basically.
Wait, hold on. Now I'm confusing myself. Hold on.
We need your sister. That's what we need.
Hold on. This is gonna be our last thing because this is what 45 minutes long.
Oh, please watch the whole video. Like, y'all be half-assing, and I be knowing who be watching and how long y'all watch it.
Okay, so if you're talking and dating, can you cheat? Because I have two. A part of me feel like there is no cheating because we're not in a relationship. But I feel like if you're really feeling this person, you're gonna see that it's like you don't like me, you're not interested in me, then you should end it.
What's wrong with me? And you can start questioning yourself too.
I'm trying to see. Is it cheating? Because you're not exclusive. I mean, you're not.
You're not exclusive.
So there is no cheating.
I wish you could call your sister and ask her, is that cheating? She'd be like, no, it's not cheating.
I feel like it's not cheating because you're not
exclusive.
not in a relationship.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Okay, so that's my thing. It's not cheating because we're not in a relationship, but it shows me that you're not really interested. But if it's like known that okay, this is just we're just dating, talking, whatever, then we just know that it's not ever gonna move into that relationship thing because. Because if you see someone like you really like being on intimate with someone else, why would you want to be in a relationship with the other person if he's willing to be
right?
But you're just dating and talking. I just feel like it's not exclusive. So it won't be cheating, but it's just a red light that that we're not gonna be in a relationship with each other.
Right.
Well, what do you think?
I don't know about the cheating thing because I would feel
I wouldn't call it cheating because then I'm crazy. Because we're not in a relationship. We're not in a relationship. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't call it cheating. I can't say it's cheating because we're not in a relationship.
So I'm just gonna
yell that to me like we're not in a relationship.
So I'm just supposed to feel salty. I'm just gonna feel salty.
Because you're not in a relationship, but it just lets you know that he's not interested.
But so he shouldn't get upset if I start dating someone else and he sees me start dating someone else. He shouldn't feel salty.
It just shows that you don't want to be in a relationship with him.
See, this is bullshit, and this is why I don't like dating at all.
See, this is why this whole
millennial
relationship game is really confusing. Because I'm like, I don't know. I feel like it's not.
Oh,
we're not in a relationship.
I have one. So you know how like some people when you're in a relationship, this is how you can tell like this person is just in a relationship and not in a relationship for a long term. When they don't include you in their future plans.
Oh, that's how you know that they don't want to be in a relationship.
They don't want to be in a long-term relationship. Like if you're moving out of state and we were together for 2 years and you're just talking about you moving out of state and you don't mention me in that plan. You didn't
you don't like have discussions?
Yeah, you have to like any decision that you make if you're being with the person for like 2 years and they don't include you in it.
Oh yeah, because you with the person 2 years.
Yeah, like if the person decides to buy a house. Just a house after you guys been together for 2 years and it's like serious. But he doesn't include you in your plans and like this house or making any move or like moving out of state. He doesn't include you in moving out of state. That just seems like short term.
Yeah. I put So like, is it cheating if I feel like it's not cheating if he's talking to someone else? It just means that he's not interested in me as much as I'm interested in him. So if I think if you're not interested in him and you see him with someone else, you just like, okay, he's with someone, like he's talking to someone else, whatever. I'm talking to other people too, because you're not feeling him in that way. You know, there is no connection, so you're not gonna have any feelings. But if you like him and you see him with someone else, I wouldn't call it cheating. I would just be
other options.
It would just let me know. Yeah, he had other options, and he's clearly not really interested in you because,
that's too much.
But like I said, because he's talking to you, it does not mean he's not talking to other people. Like he can be like should give you all the lovey-dovey eyes, but you don't know what he's if he's talking to other people. And most guys really are. They keep people in rotation. Is there anything positive you want to say? Because we always say something negative. I feel like, but it's not negative. It's just we're being really honest. And you know what? You know we should do another video, but with like a guy's perspective.
Oh, that'd be really cool, but
You know, I don't have.
I know too many foreign guys, and
No,
they.
no, 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 no.
I mean, no,
because
because no, because they have accents, and I don't know if you guys will understand them.
No, because I don't know. I just feel like, yo, that's what an idea. We're gonna talk about stuff.
Okay. Do you know any like guys who can with
I feel
no
like we
charm?
should bring no.
Oh, you're some American.
Yeah, just like I don't know. We can do a mix. Well, you can do a mixture. Just kind of have a guy's perspective. I just feel like it would be so relevant.
Oh, I could ask
to have a guy's.
Just from like a different international perspective.
Yeah, but I feel like we should also be American.
Well, that'd be cool if we had like a group discussion.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't. Yeah, I can. That'd be so cool.
But yeah, I just feel like I said, talking and dating, it can be fun. Here's the risk of talking and dating. You might still get your feelings hurt.
Salty.
You might be salty. You might get ghosted. These are risks of, just people want to, be in a relationship and finding love.
Yeah, and that's why I tell my younger sister, be prepared for this dating world because it ain't no joke.
Yeah. So
it's the game of dating.
But I don't know. I feel like I don't feel like some cheesy quote. I would much rather be single than be in an unhappy relationship.
True.
So,
True.
Just I don't know, but even just know like every failed relationship, just see it as a lesson learned.
It's a lesson learned.
Don't see it as like, you know what, I'd be full of regret, whatever. Just see it as a lesson learned. Journal, write about, you know what, this is what I like about this dude, this is what I dislike about that dude, and you see why it didn't work out and why it just had to happen.
Right.
So don't beat yourself up, word.
Don't beat yourself up about it.
Yeah. So this is how it is. But I feel like it would be really interesting to hear a guy's perspective about
an honest perspective.
Yeah, about like relationships and like what they go through, like the breakup thing. But I feel like, isn't there a breakup with a guy code, like talking about how they get over it? Or
I think girls take a long time to get over it. But it's like once they get over it, the guy comes back like a tick. They always come back when they know when you moved on. They always come back. And I hate that. And I was like, I'm not religious, but maybe it's a sign from God to see if, like, it's a test, basically, to see if I'm going to be strong and not respond to his text messages or phone calls.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like that is. Yeah.
But I feel like, okay, if you do decide to answer the text message, I feel like you should, think about, okay, if it does happen again, maybe not respond and see how that would be different.
Oh, if the person doesn't, like, let's just say the breakup was caused by cheating, okay? And if the person doesn't, like, grow from it or know the mistake that happened and own up to
it?
Yeah. If they don't do
and
that,
just think saying like sorry 10 times is enough and he should be forgiven, then
yeah. But if he doesn't realize the stuff that happened was the cause of him, then you shouldn't get back together with him.
Yeah, I just feel like, with cheating, it's just like, can you trust him again? Not even like, do you trust him now? Do you forgive him now? Because if you ask, if you were to ask yourself that question, you would say no. But like in the future, like, can you trust them? Because I don't know, I feel like trust is one of the things it's really hard to get back. Yeah, it's really, if you think about like phobias and why people,
I have trust phobia.
Why people don't do the same things, like a bad experience and they don't want it to happen again. They're scared it's gonna happen again, so that's gonna be.
Oh, is it such thing as trust phobia?
Is it? No, I'm just saying like with like, let's say you've been. I don't know, I just feel like with every breakup that ends or every relationship that ends horrible, I just feel like you slowly lose it.
Oh,
your ability
to trust,
again. And then just make you feel like, okay, it's another thing. Maybe I'm the common denominator. That type of self-talk that just make you think like, you're the problem. But that's why I say it's always important to have a break. If you just, if a relationship ends horrible, you just need a break.
Mm-hmm.
Simple names. Just have a break and you'll be happy. I don't know if you'll be happy because I'm just saying you just need it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you will notice like how I feel like maybe during the break you will see people differently, like how people the dating world differently, and you'll be like,
It makes me not want to be in it.
Yeah, if you see it from the outside looking in, and you just see like you know how when you're in a party, especially like with like not black parties, but like
urban parties.
Yeah, when we're in where did we go to?
You talking about
Anaheim Park? Where did we go to?
You talking about the high party block party?
Yeah, it was some type of block party where it's like it's those type of events where it's just you see guys just lined up, just waiting, just peeping the scene. It's like they
they do. They be looking.
They like not hunting, but it's like it's something like for to ask for most people numbers. It's just like you really see how these guys be doing. Like that's when they peep out the scene to see who they can talk to, who they can start dating.
It's a game. It's like the Game of Thrones, but it's the game of dating.
And just don't catch the bait. Don't be that the little fish like, ooh, this looks cute. No, just you gotta. That's when and if you're like, you know what, I don't want to date right now. Whatever you want to do, you just like look at that and be like, oh, you peep the scene too. Okay, you about to walk up to this girl. Oh, she gonna okay. That's what she wanna do. But yeah.
Oh, this is the end of the video. It's 56 minutes.
Hopefully you are one of the many of the few people
to watch
all the way. And
y'all be watching it only to 10 minutes.
You know what, you should do like a word.
I should have in the beginning
to make sure like okay, if you have watched the entire video, what should they put on the comment section?
These nuts.
No. Put something like in the comment section to let us know to let her know that you watched the entire video. I don't know what keyword you want to put.
Birthday.
Birthday?
Yeah, I want to know because my birthday coming up.
Okay, so if you watched the entire video in the comment section, just put birthday or whatever comment what you like about this video, what you didn't like about this video.
Yeah.
She's gonna read it. I don't give a
she don't care
what you say, but I hope you enjoyed it.
All right, bye guys.